Now serving in many a home on the range. Breakfast recipes perfected by a true trailblazer. Alina Cho has been watching Ree Drummond in action.
It's 5 a.m., record heat.
We got to try to get everything done before it gets too hot.
And Lad Drummond is up and at it.
We run about 100,000 acres.
His family's been herding cattle for 4 generations here in Pawhuska, Oklahoma, near Tulsa. By 9 a.m., the cowboys are starving.
You're about to make some cowboys very, very happy.
Lad's wife, Ree, is armed with homemade breakfast burritos.
I'll dig the hot ones out from the bottom. These are a little more toasty.
It's actually a famous recipe.
Hi, sweaty. I mean, sweetie.
Here, give her a big hug.
You know what?
Because Ree Drummond is known to millions
Welcome to my frontier.
as the Pioneer Woman, her top-rated show on the Food Network.
I wouldn't dream of making pancakes without a nice layer of butter first. I'm not a trained chef, and so I have a level of accessibility. I'm not going to show them anything that is beyond their skill. And also, I use a lot of ingredients that are pretty easy to get. I love recipes like this that are so easy to remember.
And nothing fancy. Macaroni and cheese, sticky buns, and her signature.
I've got some chicken fried steak already frying in a big skillet.
It's really food that people want to eat, right? It's comfort food.
It is, and the answer to that question is usually either butter or cream. You know, why is this so good? I'm not a famous actress. I'm not the famous type. I really am a mom who cooked for her family.
Who, as her fans know, isn't shy about her love of butter, basset hounds, and Ethel Merman. Yes, the legendary Broadway star.
Had you heard of Ethel Merman?
I've never heard of Ethel Merman. I don't know what Ethel Merman really sounds like, but her impression of her sounds incredible.
So we had to ask.
I guess we are outside, so the sound has many places to go.
The cows will never know.
There's no business like show business like no business I know.
She's good.
She doesn't do anything halfway.
It's probably good to have a cooking show. I'm Ree Drummond. I live on a ranch in the middle of nowhere, and all my
Ree's life on the prairie is well documented. So when Lad is out herding cattle, or when she feeds the family, her camera crew is there to catch it. Ree also wrote a best-selling memoir that reads like a Harlequin novel.
So one night you're out at a local bar with some friends, and boom.
It truly was, for me, close to a lightning bolt.
There was a lot of kissing. You know,
She started it.
Truly, he just was different than anyone that I had ever been around before.
Though they grew up just an hour away from each other, she took ballet and lived next to a golf course.
you hadn't been on a horse, had you?
Maybe twice, on a trail ride.
She calls him the Marlboro Man.
You know she was a vegetarian when you met her.
Right.
I mean, that could have been a deal breaker.
It would have been. It probably would have been, because there's just no way we could have survived 25 years with her not eating any steak.
Fact is, you could say this all began with a recipe for steak, which Ree posted on her Pioneer Woman blog in 2007.
And what was the feedback that you got?
Post another one. What are you going to post next?
Her recipes became so popular, she wrote a cookbook. Actually, 5, all New York Times bestsellers. There's a Pioneer Woman magazine, Home Goods at Walmart.
I am involved in every single dot and flower that appears on a cup.
And then there's this, the transformation of tiny Pawhuska, population 3,500, into a bona fide tourist destination.
There are lines around the block.
It's the chicken fried steak. It's not me.
Actually, it is her. Ree and Lad own a prosperous chunk of downtown. Here, you can sleep like Ree in the hotel suites she and Lad designed, or eat like Ree in their pizzeria, or in their huge mercantile restaurant.
I told Ree 2 weeks before we opened, I said, we might have lost our mind. I don't know if anybody's coming to Pawhuska.
But thousands do.
I picked every product in this store.
Unbelievable.
I was a little obsessed.
With a little luck, you may also meet Ree.
Give me a hug. What's your name?
Diana.
Thank you for your service. My dad's a Vietnam vet.
Awesome.
Do y'all want to take a picture?
Yes.
Hi. Come over here. I'm going to start browning some beef.
Ree Drummond may never get a Michelin star, but this pioneer woman has blazed her own trail with a pinch of luck, loads of butter, and a healthy serving of determination.
She says that every great idea she's had has come from you.
Well, no, she's way too smart for that.
You detest the word empire,
Oh, gosh, yes.
but it is what you have.
I don't know. I just think of the word empire as being in a position where you can just sit and reflect on everything you've done. And I'll get 3 or 4 griddles going at once, and I just don't have time to do that. And I'll keep going until they're all done. I've got too much to do. Today, I've got it on medium-low, which is usually the best temperature.